Carry, carry.
Peace, this is Jarrell with Quantum Light Consciousness. Today I want to talk about connecting with the higher self, okay? I feel like this is a good thing to revisit because it's very important. The higher self. The higher self is you in another dimension. It is a level of you where you exist in a higher density to where you're still you, except you're you in a different oscillation of wavelength. Your molecules are literally oscillating at a higher speed to where you have an energy body that isn't physical yet exists as just pure energy. However, your vessel here is also an energy body. It's also just pure energy. The difference between you in the third dimension, you in the fourth dimension, you in the fifth dimension, there's a slight difference in who you are, the choices you make to get yourself into that alignment. Okay, so to keep it simple, to start with your third dimensional self, that's you here in the third dimension. You are your own person that makes your own decisions. You are the individual that runs your own life. Okay, so that is where you want to be. The buck stops with you. You are the CEO. You are the president. You are the creator. You are the master of your reality, all right? So when things start and end with you, when you bring in your higher selves, they show you on a higher level and how much more awesome you can be. However, when you start with a level of high self-integrity, self-respect, and alignment to who you are as a force of nature, of a force of God, you are able to align with your higher selves a lot quicker, a lot easier, and a lot more seamlessly because you already believe in yourself. You already believe in yourself as the divine. So when they come into the picture, they're like, can you do this? You should be able to do this. This is me, which is also you. You're like, yeah, you're right. Let me go and do this. So it's that type of attitude. It's that type of mindset and psychology. That's the biggest thing when you're working with your higher self. You have to know who you are first, and then they show you who you are on an even deeper level, beyond this earth level area, beyond this mundane, everyday, day-to-day society era, So it's very important to just understand that and start there. So when you're integrating your higher selves and you're meeting them for the first time, you'll learn many things. I've done many videos about these things. You'll learn where they're from, their mindsets, their modalities, their attitudes, the way they talk, the way they think, what they're good at, what they're not good at, their downfalls, things you have to transmute from them if they're dark higher selves, and the things that they can help you with that will keep you in alignment, that you can integrate into your third dimensional version of self as you here grounded in the physical reality. So when you're working with them, there's many benefits, and it really just is all benefits. When you get good at transmuting darkness, everything is a benefit. When you're working with a God version of yourself, a higher version of yourself, and you bring them in, they are only going to help you. Things are only going to get better. You're going to learn to listen to them. So in the beginning, it may be a little bit difficult for you to listen to a being who is telling you things from another level of reality. For me, it was, they're not down here looking face to face at these people who want permission for you to exist on their land that they think is theirs. They're not helping me with that. They're not here. Like, I would literally say to my higher self, you're not materializing here. So how can you tell me the right thing to do when you refuse to even look me in the face and stand in a physical body? Yeah, you want me to follow your whimsical rules that you won't even show me in person. So the way I got over that is to just continually tune in with my heart and listen to what they had to say, feel the resonance of why they were telling me what I had to do, and take their advice objectively, saying, okay, well, maybe I'll listen to this person who's telling me what to do in this situation when up to this point, they've never been wrong. They've never been wrong about anything. And then it's also that it's experience, talking with your higher selves, feeling like the love that they have for you, and learning based off of how they've been there for you in the past. So it's like a growing relationship, which is the most important thing. It's like when you're working with your higher selves, they'll continue to give you more and more clearance and more access and teach you more and more amazing things if you show them that you're the type of person that they are going to be able to teach, that is going to be able to learn. And most importantly, the type of person they can trust. Okay, because they're not going to hand over all this sacred knowledge and all these levels of activation codes and guardian level mastery teachings to a person who could flip on them at any moment because they're having a bad day. Okay, so that's also very important. Also keep that in mind because it's a going relationship. They slowly build trust in you, and you slowly understand who they are and why they're here and what they have to offer you, and your role in this entire Earth civilization. And then you grow and you progress with them in your life. So with that said, you have so many different versions of yourself besides your fifth dimensional self. Your fifth dimensional self is you, just in a Christ level of reality. It's if you have a smile that beams like the sun. You're super healthy. You're really in shape. Your stature is like super straight. Like you've never like hunched over ever accidental. You're at a desk ever in your life. You're funny. You're awesome. Like you're happy. That's the main thing. Happiness. You're full of joy. That's your fifth dimensional version of self. So after that, it goes up and up and up. You also have Syrian versions, more angelic versions, even more angelic versions, avian versions, like humanoid bird versions, like Horus. He's like a version of that, or Thoth. He's like a version of that. A dragon version, Draco's like humanoid dragons walking around. Then it gets even more cosmic and more amazing from there. So yeah, just work with your versions of self. Figure out what they have to tell you. Listen with your heart and feel with your intention of getting better, becoming a better version of who you are here physically grounded. Okay. No one's, leaving the planet or going off and like doing things like before their time is up here. Unfortunately, as of the state of where the planet is now, unless you figure out how to do that, you could also quantum jump and quantum leap into other realities via astral projection. That is possible. Yet, unless you have a spaceship, it's hard to leave this place, like a physical spaceship. So, the best way to do that is to learn from the versions of yourself who have things to teach you now, embodied on your soul stream, directly linked into your own consciousness. Okay. I just wanted to share these things. I feel like they're very critical, and sometimes people can get jaded when they're talking with their higher selves and they get frustrated and they don't know what to do next. They kind of get doubtful and they get depressed because they feel like their higher self doesn't care about them, or they've been left here, or they have some type of karma that they're making up from a past life or something because they did something bad in the past life. Like, I personally don't buy into anything like that anymore. I don't buy into you have to make something up. That's why you exist. It doesn't make any sense to me anymore. It just doesn't. Your higher selves didn't leave you here. You're a child of God. They are here because you chose to be here, because you are a creator and creator chooses to create. And wherever he creates, she creates, they create opulence, awesome, peace, abundance, oneness, unity, and unconditional love, no matter where that is. And nothing else can come from that, especially if you believe in yourself. That's the biggest thing. Believe in yourself. Know that you're part of the divine, part of unity, part of oneness, part of God as God. And then everything literally starts to work out for you. All right. Especially on your inner reality, when you're communicating with these multidimensional beings, they're going to see you. They're going to see your progression, and then they're going to want to be in your life. All right. That's another thing. Like when they see a being who's working on themselves, who's lighting themselves up, who's engaging and really pushing their limits, pushing their boundaries, like, getting in the gym, doing energy work, getting into meditation, clearing, doing everything they're supposed to do, they're like, hey, look, this person's like doing what they're supposed to be doing. Let's jump down to them and see if they need anything else. That's exactly how it works. So, just keep going out there, keep pushing, keep doing everything that you should be doing. And everything continues and will continue to get better because it's a wavelength you're riding, a wavelength of alignment. When you do one thing better, you get good at doing another thing better, and then multiple things better. And then you can keep doing everything in alignment because you're moving at a faster speed. And at a faster speed, things get easier because there's less stress on your system. There's less hangups and there's less things that could go wrong because you are in the state where there's no density hitting you anymore to make those things go wrong. If you continue to clear, you continue to align, and you continue to be in yourself as oneness, nothing can stop you. So I just wanted to share these things with you, tell you this, that your higher self is always with you. They always will be with you. And they always have been with you. All right. So peace and love. If you guys would like a session, I do sessions at quantumlight.org. Check that out. I have a t-shirt line, empathleague.com. Check that out. And I have an oracle deck available, Quantum Light Consciousness Oracle deck. Check that out. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love.